What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? How's everybody doing? Let's see, where do I go? Here we go. How's everybody doing? Welcome everybody. On this decent Friday. Today was kind of tricky in terms of not getting spoiled. I mean, I think I did get spoiled, but I have no idea what I saw. Like I'm not even sure if that's from chapter 1156, but I saw something. It was 100%. It was One Piece. I have no idea what I was looking at. Like I looked at it for like 3 seconds until I was like, oh, maybe that's a spoiler. So that's a good thing. Maybe I'll... Yo, Jay, welcome. Yeah, like I said, I'm spoiler free as far as I know. I have no idea what I saw. I did not recognize it. I looked at it for like 3 to 5 seconds straight. Like what the fuck is that? But it might be a fan drawing or some shit. Like it definitely looked like a manga chapter. But yeah, it is what it is. We here. One Piece. And I damn near dodged a bullet. Fucking YouTube, man. If I'm a day late of streaming One Piece, my entire YouTube feed is nothing but One Piece. Like Brago, King of Lightning, Jay, what's his face, Grand Line Review. There's spoilers everywhere, and I have to ride my bike home. So I usually like listen to a video or a podcast or some shit while riding my bike. So I have to like navigate a pretty risky YouTube feed while trying to get to something that I want to listen to while riding a bike. But yeah, we here. We live for One Piece, chapter 1156. As far as I know, there might be a break next week, but it's a Shonen Jump break. So we might get a chapter early. Anyway. And I have no idea what to expect. Like, I don't know if there's any hype around this chapter or if it's a regular chapter. I know nothing. Absolutely nothing. All I've seen that might be spoilery is Jay the Legend's thumbnail where he was cheering, but nothing else. That's all I saw. Which, I guess that's a good thing. Maybe a hype chapter, or at least something good happened or something exciting at least happened in the chapter, which I'm looking forward to. But yeah, let's... Okay, Dio, I swear to fucking God. Let's, pull up the chapter. Where is it at? So this time, no Kubari link, but a Imager link. Which is still better than TCB or OP scans. I'll take it. Let's paste the damn chapter into... Okay. I'm seeing a color page. I'm not gonna look at it just yet. Let me just adjust some final things. Do it like that. Oh, oops. Damn, 9 people? What the? Okay, that's interesting. Hopefully a good sign. Yo, Willa the Bald. How you doing? How's life treating you? Excuse me. That was overlays, YouTube sub goal. Sorry, I missed the bocce stream. Oh yeah, I mean, don't worry about it. I mean, there's always next week. Wait, am I seeing Pokemon? I mean, we still got... Well, Kagurabachi isn't going anywhere. It's still getting released weekly, so even if One Piece goes on break, at least I have something else to look forward to. I'm really enjoying the story right now. Let's zoom in. So we got a Shonen Jump cover page, and it's a double spread And I, in all my years of reading One Piece, and even back when I was reading Naruto weekly, I don't think I've ever seen Pokemon on the cover of Shonen Jump. Artist collabs? Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, because as far as I know, Pokemon is not a shonen. It's primarily a video game, and there are mangas based on the there are mangas created based on the what's it called, on the games. If we should have had an Infernape. I mean that's a bit too old. Hey yo, Bachi's there. Chihiro. I mean Pikachu is arguably the most iconic character ever created. There's no beating Pikachu. So you gotta have Pikachu in there. Like Charizard not beating it, Goku not beating it, Naruto, Luffy, Ichigo, none of them beating it. Superman, Batman, nah. So let's see. So we have Chihiro from Kagurabachi. We have Fire Pig Pokemon, whose name I forgot. That's the male Gardevoir, I think. Totodile. Let's see if I remember the names. Chikorita, Pikachu, Wobbuffet, Eevee, Clefairy, Gengar in his Mega Evolution bullshit, Blaziken in his Mega Evolution. I'm seeing Absol, Houndoom, Gyarados, Rapidash in the background. IP face? Yeah, pretty much. And a bunch of characters. Oh, and Meowth. And a bunch of other characters that I don't recognize at all. I think in terms of Pokemon, only the pig and the Gallade, I think is his name. Gallade? Something like that. I like how on the cover, I like how this icon on the cover of Shonen Jump, it's always there. Like the pirate icon, pretty much telling us we should pirate this shit. I mean, I'm 31. I used to live and breathe Pokemon way back. Like, I used to watch it like way into my late teens, until I was like 19 or some shit, watching Pokemon religiously. And then afterwards, I played a fuck ton of games. And now I refuse to buy any game until Game Freak gets its shit together. Pikachu and Eevee? Yeah, I guess. No, I was a huge Pokemon fan. Like, anyway, let's see. What does Oda have for us? Caught up with Takehiko, Inoue Sensei, for the first time in a while. We had Yaki, Niku, and shared ton of stories. What a blast! Who's Inoue? I know that name. Takehiko. Let's see. Inoue. Oh shit! Oh, that is a crime that I don't know that. Of course, no wonder it sounded so familiar. Slam Dunk and Jesus Christ, Vagabond. Yeah, Slam Dunk and holy shit, that's dope. I mean, two of the best authors just kicking it back. Even I mean, his name sounded familiar. Like I was like, I know that name, but then yeah. Of course I know it. Slam Dunk, one of my all-time favorites. I should actually, that might be a fun thing to do. A Slam Dunk reread, because it's been like almost 15 years since I read it. Ooh, okay. Oh, okay, this is dope. This is really dope. We have the old gen, Rayleigh, Roger, and Gaban, and then we have the current gen, Zoro, Luffy, and Sanji. This one's really dope. Yo, well, Dreams, how you doing? I really like this one. This one is 10 out of 10. We see Brook on Luffy's straw hat. Oh, he's carrying all the straw hats. I didn't even notice. Carrying all the straw hats. Nami is been drawn big as always. Robin on Luffy's shoulder. Yo, Mr. Dens. I just wish I had like a better quality version of this because I really want to zoom in on it. Let's see. Let's go to the Devil's website. TCB One Piece. Let's see if they have a better quality version. And also, don't look at the name, chapter title. Okay, this is much better in terms of quality. Actually, the quality is a lot better. Like, it's not even close. Yo, Jay, you don't happen to have a Kubari link, do you? Rayleigh looking dope as fuck. Roger with the iconic laugh when he found Laugh Tail. Sanji's drip, 10 out of 10. Zoro F's. Is this his Skypiea outfit? Because he had goggles and a tank top. But this is a lot more. Like, he's also wearing gloves and a coat. Gaban looking dope. So you have Frankie and Usopp in the same pocket. Frankie in the front pocket. Nami laying behind Luffy. With Belle on her hat. Chopper on the right shoulder. Robin on the left shoulder. And Brook on the straw hat. I think I've gotten everything by now. But I really like this one. Like Luffy... I mean, I like the straw hats, but I think it would have... The only thing that could have made it better if it was only Luffy and his two commanders, along with the old Jin. Just Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji, along with Gaban, Roger, and Rayleigh. Well, let's get started. Oh, and of course... One Piece music, very important. Back in those days, certain idols roamed the sea. Idols? Okay, so the chapter is called Idols. Back in those days, certain idols roamed the seas. Before the Great Pirate Era, so yeah, well, obviously way before Roger died. When piracy was only like... fairly was barely significant back in the day. You only had the big names. So we see a small town. I'm getting a bit very old school Russian vibes from the buildings, but not really, because I remember like old school Russian architecture, like with the with the curves at the top, like the curves, and it ends up in like a spike. That was some pirate attack. Why aren't any of you fighting back? Interesting. Why aren't you guys are useless? They've taken everything. Okay, and we see guys covered in like simping pretty much, which only signifies one thing. There's only one power that I know can do that, but it doesn't look like they're frozen in stone, like they have not been turned into stone. So either someone is very charming, or they've taken everything. You men are hopeless. They were strong. You didn't lift a finger. Now what are we supposed to do? Even the Marines could not oppose this group. Idols. No, this is not Boa Hancock's predecessor. I think this is something else. Never mind, it is the Kuja Pirates. Never mind. Never mind. They were known as the Kuja Pirates, a crew that hailed from the elusive Isle of Women. Yeah, because in my mind, I thought at this point, what's her face? Boa's predecessor was already on, like, with rocks, but it doesn't. I guess that's not the case. Only Stussy was with him. That's on me. Have we seen this Jolly Roger before? Like with the... Huh, I don't recognize it. Don't think I've seen it before. I definitely recognize the ship. A fierce and stunning pirate band, off limits to men. It's a creature. Okay, so it's the same one. Fair enough. So we have someone dressed like Boa. Same from today? Okay, fair enough. Same outfit as Boa Hancock. I grow weary of my own beauty. Day and night, it always goes this way. Will I ever be freed to shed it? Empress of Amazon Lily, Captain of the Kuja Pirates, Gloriosa, Future Elder Nyan. Damn. Oh, yo, Milo, welcome. Man, Oda really needs to treat women better. Like, how do you have old men in One Piece, or like men in One Piece turning into old men like Whitebeard and Sengoku and Garp, and you have women when they turn old turning into like the size of a PlayStation 5. Like, how do you have a woman looking like this, and then the moment she turns like what, 60, she's like a fifth of her size, of her current size? Yogoro? But that was I think that's different. Malnourishment. Yogoro did not live a normal life. Like, he was in prison for most of his life. It's because they didn't accomplish their dream. Ooh, oh, actually, good point. Actually, oh, very good point. Wow. Because, yeah, good shit, well played. Because, yeah, because as we know, Oda sometimes draws these alternate futures for characters. And he does like when they have like a good outcome and a bad outcome. Yeah, okay. If that's the case, fair enough. But then it will be interesting to see what if that's the case, I'm curious to see like what's the ruined Gloriosa's dreams. Whatever she did not accomplish. If that's the case, at least. She's wait. This picture of perfection. Captain Gloriosa is a goddess. She's unbearably cute. I'm in love. Her radiance is making my mind go blank. My heart can't afford to beat this hard. So even the women... Yeah, okay, so those are the Kuja pirates. Was having dinner? Oh, yeah, don't worry about it. Now, my memories are kind of iffy. I'm trying to remember when Boa Hancock got her devil fruits. I don't think it was when she was a slave. It was way after that, right? The Sapphic pirate crew? Oh, when she was a slave. If that's the case, then Gloriosa definitely doesn't... Actually, no. I'm being an idiot. Gloriosa is still alive. What am I saying? Because in my mind I was still thinking like before I got to this panel, before I got to this, when I was proven wrong. I thought maybe it was the predecessor of Boa Hancock. But then we got this and my mind didn't adjust. But no, she's alive, so she could not have Boa Hancock's fruit. And it's kind of crazy how she's having the same effect on people without Boa's fruit. Empress Gloriosa. Here are your new fan letters. Jesus, that's a lot. Pritoma, what about all those back there? Those are for Lady Shaki. Ooh, Shaki? Those are for Lady Shaki. There are 100 times... And of course, another example. Shaki, still a baddie in her old age. So, okay, that was a good call. That was a very good call. I don't know if anyone's ever mentioned that before, but I'd never thought about it that way. So, because Shaki seems content with her life, like she seems very, very happy with like what she does. Just living her life, having Rayleigh around. And she looks great. And then we have Gloriosa. Wow, okay. Yeah, exactly, she's fulfilled. A lot of people forget, but I think that's because it's only been showcased in SBSs. So we've never like fully incorporated that into the story. At least not for characters outside the Straw Hats. Yuri had the same effect? No, not like this though. Like she wasn't making people faint. Or like straight up freeze. But Shaki getting a fuck ton of more letters. How could she? Upstaging your own capital is total betrayal. Oh, captain. Upstaging your own captain is total betrayal. I mean... Sounds like a skill issue. Yeah, even her angry face is like an icy gem. Indeed. The only one... Oh, there's a ship approaching. Indeed, the only one who's said to outshine the radiant Gloriosa, the star of her era, was none other than her first mate. Oh, first mate Shakuyaku. Mutiny? Nah. Skill issue. Toritoma was an empress. Am I supposed to know the name? So we have a ship approaching. Hell yeah, the goat! Roger. Captain, enemy ahead. Hello? Hello there. Oh wait, Gloriosa. She's smitten. It's me, Roger speaking. Hand her over, Kuja pirates. Hand her over? She was revealed in SBS? Wait, she's one of the... She's the one who died... Oh, okay. Girl who brought Gloriosa... Okay, fair enough. So we have Roger... Oh, let me zoom in. And I'm so... The zoom is working again. Roger, pre-mustache. With a straw hat. Today's the day I will finally win her from you. We're taking your first mate, Shakuyaku. Navy backfight? You never... Wait, hold up. How am I supposed to... Okay, this is tricky. How am I supposed to read this? You never learn, Roger. It isn't being loved by a woman like me enough. Get her. Who did you come to take again? Door gets kicked open. Roger. Shocked. Yeah. Lady Shakuyaku. They say her every move was captivating. So like, was Roger actually trying to get her? Okay, so was Roger trying to get her as a crewmate or as a... Oh, zoom in, I didn't see shit. I brought you flour. Please accept it as a gift. No, Shakuyaku. Take my flower instead. In her presence, flowers wilted. Birds lost their songs, and people turned against each other. Stay away from Shaki. Ogyaban. Just hearing you say my name. What the? Long time no see, Roger. How dare you do that to Giban? So Gaban, defeated. Roger, shaking. Defeated. Damn it, I like Shakuyaku too much. You too, Roger. You too, Roger? And she's also dressed like Boa Hancock, but at least the top half. Damn. Roger having elite view right now. Her beauty humbled even the mightiest of warriors. Got folded by I mean, Roger got folded. And then Rayleigh got it all. This is the very interesting, because this is the same type of kick that Boa Hancock uses to like. She used that a lot in Marineford. So it has to be like some sort of Amazon Lily technique. Oh my god! Wow. Oh, damn the detail. Oh. I don't think even Nika Robin has ever looked like this. Like with her hair like shiny like that. Shakita, she might be. Kuja Marshall, yeah, most likely, but Shakita Boa Hancock getting dethroned. You should know, I'll never submit to another's captivity. Yeah, take the treasure. Oh, and of course she's smoking. I didn't pick up on that. She's smoking. But where's Rayleigh? There's a suspicious lack of Rayleigh. Oh, there he is. Roger, you know I'm the one who likes you, right? Out of the way, Gloriosa, you're blocking shock. Damn. Gloriosa being done dirty. Rayleigh, it must be hard for you. Yeah, I'm surrounded by it. Very interesting that the supposed parallel of Sanji is the only one not simping. Oh no, wait, no, I'm a dumbass. Never mind, Zoro. It actually makes sense. So like the parallel of Rayleigh, Zoro, both of them don't really care about women like that. At least they don't simp. And she gives him the heart. But he's not invincible. He's not invincible. He feels it. He feels that shit. Will I get judged if I say you prefer her current modern style than her young Kuja one? Wait, Shaki? I mean, I already said before she got revealed, that Shaki at her current age is still like, she looks amazing. First mate of the Kuja pirates, Shakuyaku. No, I'm impressed. Fair enough. She might be top one. In terms of looks, at least. In terms of looks, she might actually be top one, but of actual character, it's really, really hard to beat Nico Robin. Empress Gloriosa, it's the Navy. Get moving with the loot. Don't leave a wait, how does this even relate to Loki or Herald? Like, this is supposed to be a Loki and Herald flashback. With the Oden flashback, we stuck with Oden every single chapter. I feel like Rayleigh is more parallel to Zoro. I mean, in terms of, I mean parallels as in like in terms of roles on the crew. Zoro and Rayleigh being the first mates, and then Sanji and Gaban being like the third in command, or however you want to call it, or so second in command would be Zoro and Rayleigh. Third in command would be Sanji and Gaban. And both Gaban and Sanji seem like they like women, like they're very open about it. So yeah, exactly. It's like that was just tied to Loki. Empress Gloriosa. It's the Navy. Get moving with the loot. Don't leave a single crumb behind. We've spotted the Roger and Kuja crews. Quick, snap a picture. It'll be worth a fortune. Knock it off. Hey, at least keep us some of the food. Hurry up, we gotta set sail. Okay, so Roger trying to get away. Roger, isn't that Garp's ship? What did you say? Alright man, new plan. Crush them. Pirates. Oh, you know this is hella early. Because in Odin's flashback, when we first saw Roger, it labeled Roger as a great pirate. This is even before that. It's just pirates, nothing else. Goldie Roger, future king of the pirates and father of Ace. Vice Admiral Monkey D. Garp, future hero of the Marines and grandfather of Luffy. And of course, Garp. Oh, are we gonna see? So in Water 7, when Garp threw Cannonball, he was like, "Damn, it was like, I'm rusty. I can't throw as hard anymore." And now we see him here with a cannonball. Early 20s? Most likely, like 21-ish. Theo, I swear to God. So we see Garp with a cannonball. Oop. Meteor Fist. Aramitama. So that's Roger's technique. And like I don't know what it means, but like the vibe of it, like the way it sounds like Kizaru's technique. Like the multiple laser thingies. It just had to be a Garp ship, didn't it? Roger, Garp, launching towards each other. Damn. God damn. Roger, 8. Garp's fist. Now this is pure, unadulterated Conqueror's Hockey Infusion. Roger, Garp, and Rox. Three who would be spoken of as legends in the Great Pirate era. But at this time, their blood burned with the passion of youth. So Roger eats Garp's fist. And Roger's blade slashes through Garp, but not like, it doesn't slash through Garp, but how does it even make sense? Like, is Garp's stomach that tanky that he can just deflect it? Like, just put Advanced Conquerors on his abs. It's confusing. Garp was... was the difference in age that big? As a bad strike in the end? But if that's the case, it wouldn't go through that. It would make contact and just stop right there. Like, you would see like Roger pushing. But it looks like his blade just went through him. So infused became dull. Oh, they're not that, I guess. Maybe, if that's how infusion works. What the? Empress Gloriosa. The Kuja were at the height of their popularity at this time. No one could speak of this era without mentioning them. Gloriosa fell ill. A certain weakness got to her. Sister, hang in there. Many saw them as idols. And their wanted posters fetched high prices. Stalkers taking creep shots became a daily nuisance for the crew. So she's like, my heart aches. Soon after this encounter, Shakuyaku was crowned empress, and her popularity continued to grow to an unimaginable level. Damn. Yeah, love sickness for Roger. Yeah, looks like. Yeah, we're not. I thought at first this was maybe like blood splatter, but no, there's not a single drop of blood. Not yeah, yeah, fair enough. Not Luffy parallel. This crazy. Like I want to know Roger's intent. Like, why did he want Shaki? Like, did he want her as a crew member, or like as a woman? Elbaf. Edith's Tavern. Elbaf. Okay, finally switch back. I saw Loki drowning after the ship capsized. Also, Roger lusts. New info. I mean, Ace exists until they could have been shocked. I mean, he's not. There's no one else who's like Luffy in that aspect, I think. Okay, I saw Loki drowning after the ship capsized. He's always acting up so badly when you're not around. I honestly wonder whether it would help or not. Sorry, and thank you for saving him. Okay, so Harold returned to Elbaf once again. Oh, I wonder if Loki is doing this now on purpose. To like return, to like make Harold come back home. What the hell? You shouldn't have hesitated to help. Oh, so we have Ida yelling at the captain, or a captain-looking guy. How would you feel if Loki had died? Come on, Ida. Loki's the one who selfishly took the ship and sailed off. So what? If he can just stand by and let a kid die, I'd drag him under and drown him myself 100 times over. All right, Ida being a good mom as always. I didn't ask anyone to save me. Oh yeah, okay. So Loki, first time speaking in front of his dad. Damn it, that's the piss poor attitude I was talking about. Luffy does experience loss, but he just doesn't care. That is I don't know, he's never shown it like that. There's no, yeah, it's a bit, yeah. You lost your mom and your dad is always quite busy. I bet you must get pretty lonely, right, Loki? Shut up, you old hag. Wouldn't it be better if you stay with us? And both Loki and Hadruden. No way. Remember Alabasta? Yeah, that was a gag. That was a one-time thing. That was a gag with all the other boys. After that, he's never done it. I'm onto you, Ida. You're just acting all motherly, so we'll let you move into the castle, aren't you? You're just a gold digger. Screw you, Loki. What you said is unacceptable. Apologize this instant. Don't you care how Ida... Okay, so... Okay, good shit, Harold. At least he's capable of being a strict parent. You kids are just too cute. You're being too sweet on. You have a girl crying. I hate how he says such mean things to you. Stupid Loki. Mato, are you crying for me? The world is full of kind and beautiful people. I'm sick of this goddamn country, says Loki. Every single one of you is weak and dirty. I'm going to be free like rocks. Loki screwed himself over. No, he got screwed over. Like, this is all because of fucking Estrid. From then on, each time Rox visited to try and recruit Harold, Loki would attempt to join Rox's crew, but he would ultimately never get his way. Aren't you happy? I'm going to follow him out to sea. Because I hate you all right back. You cares about just balls and being cool, man? Like, yeah, but that has nothing to do with being like attracted to women. Actually, what? Okay, a very early version of Hachinosu. And it looks more like a fish than a skull. Several months after the Rock's crews take over of Pirate Island. Where the hell did you come from? I'm here to join the Rocks Pirates. Yeah, maybe in your dreams. It ain't gonna happen. You won't even lay eyes on him. So someone arrived at Hachinosu. So wait, is that where the gold deposit was? Like inside the supposed skull? Like, did they carve it out because there was gold in there, or just purely for aesthetics? The Rocks Pirates, Ocean All-Stars of Evil. Wait, the Rocks Pirates are the Ocean's All-Stars of Evil. See that fish-shaped boulder over there? That's where they're said to be holed up. The skull doesn't have any eye holes? I mean, here it doesn't. But like in current day, it does. If you're dead set on meeting them, head that way. But the deeper you go into the island, the madder the bastards get. Good luck with that death wish. So it's someone wearing a cloak, a huge axe, and a kimono type of thing. Take that, and he kicks him. Yeah, that'll teach you. What the? No way, is that? Kill the hitman. No, oh, I thought for... Kill the hitman. Kill the wicked. Future... Oh, Silver, okay. Like, for a split second, he really looked like Zephyr from movie Z. Or film Z. Like, for a split, I thought, wait, what the... Is he actually here? But nah, it's actually... Nah. So this is Silver Axe. Smoker's... But he also has, like, the X on his chin. Which will kind of like Drake. But he does have some smoker in him. Wait, he looks sick as fuck. Like, it actually looks really fucking dope. Kyo the Wicked, future Silver Axe. What's Shiki's rival? Was this known before? Did we know that? Silver Axe being Shiki's rival? Similar to... I mean, is it actually the same or just similar? There's new info, okay. And there's also like some sort of tattoo over on his arm. I mean, the huge axe, 10 out of 10. Amazing weapon choice. The strong gathered around rocks, and their presence attracted even stronger recruits. What the? Okay, so that's how it happens, I guess. What of you? Look at the scenery. Blasting a couple holes in a place... Wait. Blasting a couple holes in the place was the right call after all. Ain't that right? I mean, I'm assuming that's Rox's sword skill. like with the sword cannon style, however you want to call it. Like, how did he do that on like both sides at the same time? Then we have rocks. As I was saying, there's two devil fruit users. There's two devil fruits I'm after. One of them's most likely on elbaf. It'll only show its true power if Harold eats it. What the? Which might be the devil fruit that Loki now has. There's two devil fruits I'm after. One of them is most likely on elbaf. It'll only show its true power if Harold eats it. So maybe it requires like an ancient giant to eat it, or like a pure-blooded giant to like awaken it, I guess. You smell? No, I get that. I know that was. I know, but what I'm saying is, I'm assuming that's Rox who did that with his like blade cannon. Like, how did he do twice at the same time from that distance? The size of it wouldn't surprise me. Like, it's not like it wouldn't work on normal humans. Like, it's not that it wouldn't work on normal humans, but I think it would be most effective on a pure-blood giant. Oh, right, the silhouettes. Yeah, that's actually dope. Well, we'll need those Galera fools, folks, too, yeah? I've heard oh my, wow. I've heard legends. Pirate Captain John. We'll need those Galera fools, Galera folks. Anime can go really in depth on that. I'm using all my contacts to try and track them down. But there's nothing about a frozen army of giants. What do they know? What the f... And speaking of aging, right here we see Big Mom. Like, she looks amazing. Like, she looks good. But we see her how she turns out at her current age. But she's still powerful. And Big Mom is like in her 60s or something like that. So she didn't retain her looks because whatever she was trying to accomplish failed miserably. And Kaido was still relatively young, so his appearance didn't change as much. He just got older, and you could see like the sort of depression in his eyes every single time. 69. Okay, fair enough. Then we have the goat, Newgate. Even if you find them, what good are a bunch of corpses now? Oh my god, Strusen. Pirate Strusen. Lin's partner in crime, that piece of shit. Exactly, there's no way to bring them back. Shut it. We're talking about dreams. Don't be a downer. Who the fuck? Barbell? Wait, isn't that? Oh, Barbell? No, what's the fishman called on Roger's ship? Even if they did come back to life, they'd have no reason to listen to you. Pirate Barbell. Oh, a Pirate Barbell, Catfish. Sunbell, okay. So that's why it's not... Okay. Wonder if they're related. Somehow. And then we have Pirate Kaido, future king of the beasts. That's why we need Harold. He's the current king of elbaf. Ah, okay. That's why we need Harold. He's the current king of elbaf. Interesting. So Harold... So Rox needs Harold to eat that devil fruit. And it's only effective if Harold eats it. And I wonder... Huh. Probably brothers? Maybe. He's an elbaf with no fire hair? Oh god, okay. I was about to say, like, oh. Then we have Kaido. Can we just use our strength to force them to obey? We can do the same thing to that Harold. Nah, you cannot do that. He will fuck you up. You're not him yet, Kaido. Never say that again, Brad. Kicks Kaido in the face. Calm down, Rox. Why you? Kaido, you too, stop it. We just got this island. Do you want to turn it into a ruin already? A group like this is bound to implode sooner or later, but this isn't the time. Okay, so Shiki has that foresight. Shiki has that foresight. Since he knows, all of them know, most likely, that this is pretty much a ticking time bomb. Right. Let's hold off on that until we cash in a little more. Get it? You horn-headed rookie? Harold's my good pal. I'll crush you if you say that crap again, Kaido. Okay, the respect that Rox has for Harold is actually really fucking interesting. And Kaido silenced. That feels weird. It really feels weird seeing Kaido silenced like that. Ooh, okay, what up? Listen up, you lot. elbaf is the key to bringing down the Holy Land. What the? elbaf is the key to bring down the Holy Land. If any of you don't buy that, then get lost. It's your choice if you want to stand with me on the day of destiny. But if you've got the guts, if the Rox pirates. What's this? Oh, that is that Stussy? It's like crazy fucking small. Big Mom, huge. Fire, yeah, this is dope. No, this is a crazy pirate crew. Follow me. I'll take you to the world's summit. The crew has formed. Still waiting for Dragon? Gonna be waiting a long time. Oh man, yeah, this is an insane pirate crew. Almost 30 Yoda still has it. I wonder if Rox has a Supreme Grey Blade. Maybe. I mean, look. So far, we've seen Shanks, Roger, Rayleigh. In a weird way, Shamrock, Garling, who have those types of blades. Dragon's yeah, he should be. I mean, he said he served in the Marines for a bit, but I think that's too early for that. I gotta say, Silver Axe looks really fucking dope. What the? Some say Captain John's sword is Griffin? Do we see a sword? I mean, it doesn't look like... I don't see any swords on John. Yeah, if I were to look at this... Yeah, Roger alone is nowhere near equipped to do this, at least in his current state. Even with Garp. This version of Roger and Garp is still a huge gamble. So what Sengoku said is most likely very, very accurate. They didn't fight as a crew. They were being selfish. They were in it for their own benefit. Is that just like filler to the current story for some reason? Not really. It feels weird. Not necessarily as filler, but like it doesn't fit in with Loki. Like, unless Oda doesn't know like how else to incorporate this, but that doesn't add up. Like, he's showing a lot of the Rocks Pirates. And now I'm starting to think, like, the more I'm seeing, the more we're getting, we might actually... The amount of information we're getting, we might actually get the God Valley incident. The way things are going right now, we might actually see the whole thing. Because if Oda is willing to show us this much, that's included. Yeah, but what I mean is, normally Oda will only show snippets and only stay focused on Harold and Loki, and only show Rocks whenever he's like involved with them. But no, Oda went out of his way. We left Harold and Loki. We followed Rocks and Roger. Elbaf is the key to bringing down the Holy Land. Now we have Big Mom saying if she had the giants on her side, she would have been Pirate King already. We still don't know why. Like, what role? Like, I get it, some giants are really fucking strong, but like, they haven't shown, other than Loki and Harold, none of them have shown like any exceptional power. Sure, they're more powerful than regular humans, that's for sure. So whatever it is that they need the giants for, it might not be strength related. Maybe to a certain extent, but there has to be more to it. They've been severely underestimated? The giants? Nah, I don't think that. Nah. Because the average giant, like, they're not making it past. I mean, Luffy pre-time skip was taking down giants in what's it called? In Marineford. Unless they can awaken in some way, shape, or form, like awaken their past warrior spirits somehow. And the Rocks Pirates were looking for the Galera giants. Big Mom gave up on it, I guess. Like Big Mom essentially had Punk Hazard under her. Not officially, but like she owned Caesar. Caesar was doing her bidding. I mean, and Kaido's obviously, but which only leaves me to think that they found the giants in Punk Hazard and were like, nah, they're dead. And then just gave up on it. Not thinking that there's maybe a possibility to bring them back. Let's say Imu's doing it right now. No, that's more like possession. But how do I say it? Because the giants, from what they used to be, like, they're very watered down. I mean, and Dory and Brogy are for sure gonna get a huge buff to like be able to to keep up with the current standards of power. But then, but Dory and Brogy are like exceptions. Loki is insanely powerful. And also it just hit, what in the fuck killed Harold? Like who was strong enough to take down Harold? Unless he actually decided to just give up and die a pacifist. Next we'll skip 5 years to the point where Roger had a setback. I don't know, like the way things are going now, we might actually just straight up like nah. I might get disappointed if I bet on it, but we might actually get the whole God Valley incident. Yeah, I guess. No, he just not let down his defense, but like just I think at some like he took down his horns at some point as a symbol of like abandoning the warrior's spirit. What if he became an actual pacifist and just let them kill him? Soldiers killed him, but some third party involved definitely happened. I mean, let's be real. Like, if Harold fought, there's no shot his soldiers would be able to kill him, unless there was some reversey shit going on. Even then, no, that is not enough to take down like a Harold who's willing to fight. Yeah, the Roger treatment. No, Roger. I mean, Roger died fulfilled. Like he achieved his goal, and he accepted the outcome. So he fully, even though he gave up, he essentially won. The only thing that dragged him down was his illness. Execution-wise, I'm gonna say that Harold learned something. Because we're led to believe that Harold ripped off his horns for the sake of not being, for the sake of like peace, for the sake of peace, which might be true to a certain extent, but that should not be the whole motive, I think. Unless he experiences something absolutely fucking horrifying, but which I don't think. But I think it comes down to this. Elbaf is the key to bring down the Holy Land. That has to be the reason why Harold decided to stop fighting. Not necessarily because he wants to keep the Holy Land intact, but more so that the world government was willing to use it, whatever power Elbaf has, against the world. Flashback was shown to be impaled several times. Yeah, but that would be if he like just straight up gave up. and didn't fight back, then that adds up. But if he was fighting, there's no shot they should have won that. Okay, refresh my memories. The reason the trigger for the God Valley incident was because the world government stole something specifically from God Valley, right? Or did they say they stole something from rocks? So like, yeah, exactly. And I'm trying to figure out like what could it be? We're not figuring this one out. I mean, we have more to work with. That's why we can now at least speculate a bit more. Just like how he thought that power would... Not even themselves specifically, but sure, of course, but more so, I mean, Harold is like, he cares about cooperation and stuff with the world. So essentially, it's not just like protecting elbaf, but like the whole world essentially. Ninja Stewards, welcome to the stream. Do you think we'll have do you think we'll see the rest of God Valley instead? I just said it a couple minutes ago. I don't want to get disappointed, but in case Oda doesn't, but I'm really starting to think that we might get it. With the amount of information we're getting from rocks. Like, we're seeing so much about him. And we're not... Like, we've seen more rocks than Harold and Loki this chapter. Which is leading me to think that we are actually getting the rocks... The God Valley incident. So I think Oda might be doing this as like a parallel to the Oden flashback. Because we followed Oden all the way... And we've also followed Roger all the way to his death. But we started after the God Valley incident. So essentially this might be like the precursor. We follow Harold, and then we follow Rox all the way to Rox's death, and then all the way to Harold's death. I don't think we'll get a full God Valley incident. I mean, if you had said last week, I would have said no, but right now, like, if you asked me last week, I would have said nah, I don't think we're gonna get it. But after this chapter, I'm starting to think we might actually get it. Like, I was saying, I'm trying not to get my hopes up, but what's the point of seeing all this stuff? Yeah, exactly. And the fact that Oda is showing us this much, like, what else is there? That's like, what reason would there be to not show us if we're getting this much already? And the only thing that could stop Oda from showing us is if there's another party involved that we don't know about. That's the only reason why Oda would not show us. Yeah, so Garper, exactly. Also, Silver Axe, look, I've said it several times, but he looks sick as fuck. He looks really dope. Yeah, this whole flashback is actually like this first chapter of the flashback I wasn't a fan of. Like, it had a bit of a rough start, but overall the flashback is fucking phenomenal. Yeah, he really does look like Zephyr. He really does. Like, for a moment, I actually thought that it was Zephyr. There was like a split second, but I was like, no way, that doesn't, no. And then this fucker also joins this group. Like, Silver Axe just straight up joins this. already overpowered group. Like Big Mom here should be close to her peak, to her prime. I think other than Rocks, Shiki, Big Mom, Silver Axe, and Captain John might be like the ones that are actually at their prime. Yeah, don't worry about it. Fingers crossed. God, that would be so dope. Like, I mean, even I don't think I'm gonna be able to stay spoiler free if we actually get the God Valley incident. It was nah. This is beyond stacked. This is like, I mean, it's kind of a funny coincidence that I'm bringing up Pokemon again after the start of this chapter. You know, like how you cannot use certain, so certain Pokemon do not listen to you after, when they're above a certain level, or at least that's all Pokemon. This feels like that, like you've leveled up all your Pokemon up to level 80, if you only got 2 gym badges. If he wants to reveal, he could have said something different than what it said in chapter. Narrative box? What's that? Uh, 1169. Oh, 1069. Or no, 96. Komachi? Oh, right, that's, yeah, the, if you wanted to reveal, I could have said something different than what... Narrator box. God Valley was blue. Navy HQ. This fateful incident would soon be obscured by the shadows of history. The kingdom of Sorbet South Blue. Okay, obscured in his. Okay, so that's what we get. Well, yeah, because the island essentially disappears, and the world government kept it silent, like they didn't reveal that information. But we're getting so much. Like this is like and also we're in the end game right now. Like this is the final saga. Like I said, the only reason why we wouldn't get the God Valley incident if there's a certain third party involved. So not just Rocks, world government, and Roger, but a certain, like another group that we don't know of yet. Finally starting to feel like, yeah. Come on, YouTube, work with me. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm not counting Strusen, but 12 with Silver Axe. Nah, this is a... I really want to see how this guy fights. And to be honest, I kind of want to see him clash with Whitebeard. If you do it, I'm trying not to guess my... I don't think we'll... No, not next chapter, no. But also going to depend on how long Oda wants to keep this flashback going. Full-on action-packed? What happened? Wait, ever? No, we're when Oda reveals the God Valley flashback, like we're definitely gonna see like the details of what of the shit that went down. Like we don't know how long it lasted, like the whole incident. Like there was fighting all over the place. Like Garling supposedly giving Whitebeard his scar. Saturn was focusing on Kuma for some fucking reason. Something happened there. Or that's where Kaido got his fruit. So maybe Kaido was mortally wounded, and Big Mom gave him the fruit to save him in God Valley. And so many of these guys died. The island supposedly turning into Punk Hazard, where Captain John's body is still there, and like the dude in the armor still there. Might see clashes behind detail. That's only if we get like 2 versions of the flashback, like one as a tease to see like here, and then we got like a second half later on. But nah, we're definitely gonna by the time the story is finished, we will have seen like the whole the whole thing. And it's not gonna take like 20 chapters to show the whole thing. Like the whole thing could be, if it's mostly action-packed chapters can be done really, really fast. Like 4 or 5 chapters tops, like at the very most. And to me, it would be really dope if also God Valley, if that's where Whitebeard got his title of the world's strongest. To me, that would make it so much better. Why teasing Kuma's flashback? He wants. I mean, not showing it. This goes back to the point I made earlier. So, like I said here, the only reason we wouldn't get the flashback right now, the whole incident right now, is if there's another party involved. We didn't get it with Kuma's flashback. We didn't know Harold back then, and we didn't know Harold plays such a big role when it comes to rocks. But now we got another puzzle piece to the rocks puzzle, which is Harold, and now we know a lot more. We're getting, because of that, we're getting a lot more. So unless there's another person that Rocks had under his wing, or another rival, yeah, this, man, it would be, goddamn. Really want to know how the incident ended. God Knights? I mean, we know about the God Knights right now. We know they exist, so Oda can just reveal them in the flashback. Yeah, but because it's a Shonen Jump break, we might still get the chapter next week, but that's not guaranteed. Because I always had the speculation of maybe most of the Rocks pirates turning on Rocks. Maybe Whitebeard, but I don't think Whitebeard would do that. Kaido definitely wouldn't. He seems, even though he's like bitter about, like, he does seem to respect Roger. Oh no, Rocks. Who was it that said it? Oh yeah, so it was Shiki. Shiki was the one who said it'll implode sooner or later. but not right now. This isn't the time for that. Shiki might turn on Rocks. Maybe he's just waiting for the right moment to turn on him. Early spoilers, okay. Maybe not turning on him, but definitely. I mean, they would not fight like the Straw Hats. Like they would not have each other's back. I think the crew and Sans acknowledge Rocks as their captain. No, last chapter they straight up said no. I'm not following him. Like I'm in it for myself. And Rocks, he got them on his crew through Davy backfights. So there's no real loyalty in there. And speaking of Davy backfights, there's also the whole theory of right now that Davy Jones was Joy Boy. Or that Davy Jones is Joy Boy, the first pirate. And that I kind of also want to build more on that by saying like the Rocks misinterprets the point of the Davy backfight. Because we've seen that one snippet of Joy Boy with Emeth, and he seemed like, I mean, just it says in the name, like he was very joyful, like he was very happy. So maybe Joy Boy, like the way if he was actually Davy Jones, the way he used the Davy backfights was like in a fun way, a light-hearted way, using the Davy backfights as a charm to like charm the people into like following him. And Rocks misinterpreting that, using it as like a power play, and which now created this like very unstable force of strong pirates. No, not. But what I mean is, they know they can't mess with him. They know strong. I don't think in strength they're that far off. At least not all of them. I think the difference here between Big Mom and Rocks is not that big. I think Big Mom can give Rocks a pretty good fight in here. Shiki maybe too. Silver X maybe. I don't think Whitebeard is at that level yet. Is in his prime yet? Maybe. Ochoko definitely might give him a run for his money. No, that's BS. Wait, that's BS. Then Void Sentry has become ass since Joy Boy was supposed to be secret. What do you mean? Joy Boy is a secret. No one in the story has made any connection of like Joy Boy and Davy Jones being related in some way, shape, or form. And the reason why it's also sort of fits that Davy Jones might be Joy Boy is because, I mean, the Davy Pirates maybe. I mean, again, I'm not basing it on anything. I'm just throwing it out there. Because now we finally have some more to work with, to speculate. I'm not against the theory of Davy Jones being Joy Boy, being the first pirate. No, Rocks is definitely the strongest. No, 100%. Legend can be passed without revealing real identities. Yeah, like but then again, only we, the readers, know about Joy Boy, and well, at least because of Vegapunk, like a lot of people know about him. But before Vegapunk's broadcasts, only a very select group of people knew about Joy Boy. Robin being one of them. The remaining members of the Roger Pirates. Maybe even the remaining members of the Rocks Pirates. I mean, Kaido knew about Joy Boy. It doesn't make sense if it's... How does it not make sense? Davy Jones is a ancient pirate in the One Piece world. Joy Boy is the first pirate. There are definitely connections. I'm not saying that that's the case. I'm just saying there might be something there. It might be. Like, we don't even have enough to say that it doesn't make sense. Like, we don't have enough information to say whether it does or does not make sense. We know nothing about either of them. Both, except that they're both ancient pirates. Maybe Davy Jones, maybe? But nah, Davy Jones would definitely be a captain. The foundation for theory, exactly. Nah, Davy Jones would definitely be a captain if he was like in the same era as Joy Boy. He might have been a rival of Joy Boy in some ways, somehow. Because the Void Century was like 800 years ago. So that's what, like 8, 9 generations? It must be secret, the whole century is a secret and the taboo, we don't know. Yeah, because certain things cannot be erased from history. Like, that's the whole point of Joy Boy's name being like the Void Century, still having remnants throughout history. We've seen it on the mural. There's the poneglyphs. The world government is forbidding people from reading the poneglyphs because that would reveal the truth. They cannot erase the full history. They keep failing at it. Bink Sake is 100% tied to Joy Boy. Joy Boy could have passed his legend in secret as yeah, it might be an alias. It doesn't have to be his real name. But if it's Davy Jones, so if Davy Jones is not how do you say it? Not Joy Boy, then it would be a more recent pirate, like within like last 500 years, maybe. But that would make him more recent, and I feel like would be more known. Another reason why it would fit is my theory of like Rock's misinterpreting the Davy Beck fight, because it's so long ago that someone like Zebek comes in and completely misinterprets the point of the Davy Beck fight, and nowadays also Foxy completely misinterpreting the Davy Beck fight and using it in the way that they're doing and creating a huge mess of a pirate crew. Imagine they erase everything related to, but not. I mean, do you think Joy Boy is his real name? I mean, the name that goes around is Joy Boy. I doubt that whoever Joy Boy is, I don't think it's his real name. There's also the theory, even way before this, I think it was Brago who said it very casually. Who said that Joy Boy might be Bink from Bink Sake. Might as well be. Like we don't know enough to completely debunk, to straight up debunk that theory. Bink Sake, old ass pirate song. Joy Boy, old ass pirate. We don't know the timelines. We don't know from which time, from which year, which century they're from. There might be a connection there. Bink Sake is 100% somehow tied to the Void Century, and all the pirates know that song. They all know. They can all sing it. It's the whole theme of like the world. As much as the world government tries to, they could not erase the history fully. At least not completely. They can commit genocides. They can erase. They can destroy libraries. But certain things cannot be destroyed. They cannot be erased. Joy Boy, Binks, Davy Jones, Van der Decken. What the fuck is Van der Decken doing in that list? Like the piece of shit predator was aiming for Shirahoshi? Man, it's been hot in here. Joy Boy, Bink, Davy Jones might be separate people. Maybe they might be from completely different timelines, but we've never seen anything related to their which era they're from. Or at least we can speculate of them being from the same era. And the fact that Joy Boy was the first pirate, like over what 900 years ago, at least we have something to play with now, to speculate with. Many eras, same will. For all we know, they might be like the only people who awakened the nika fruit. Joy Boy being the first, then we have Bink, and then Davy Jones. Who knows? Doesn't make sense. That's one way we can tie the whole thing together. Nolan's story is that was 300 years ago, I think. It's not Void Century material, right? Doesn't remember. Doesn't know. Remember? It was the 9th, not the 1st? Whoa, Venedekan? I mean, if that's the case, I really, really hope. I really hope the first was not the same as like grandson. Imagine being a pirate in the same, like on the same ship as Joy Boy, doing amazing things, and then 800 years later, your descendant is preying on fucking 15-year-old girls. 400, okay. The song is about Bing. Wait, Bing. Come on, Jay, you're gonna have it to elaborate more. You keep giving me single sentences, and I cannot understand what you're referring to. You gotta give me more than that. Like you say, the song is about getting Bing sake. What, the song itself? Yeah, but there has to be like. There has to. In Japanese, words can have multiple meanings, and the most obvious one, like you said, is getting the sake. But there has also been multiple translations of what it could also mean. Things like the world government might have messed with the song from its original lyrics, but it's 100% tied to Joy Boy. There's no shot it's not. The year 400 years ago, so that's like half. So like the halfway points to the Void Century. And now, was there? I'm trying to remember, because the Nolan flashback is a fucking masterpiece. It's an absolute masterpiece of a backstory. And I don't remember I don't remember much that jeez, I can't talk. I don't remember anything like being related to the Void Century, whether it's people or what's that? Think sake? No, I've read the lyrics. I've read the lyrics so many times. I've done it. That song might be written by fucking Joy Boy. Come on, you cannot tell me you're gonna straight up dismiss a song like Bing Sake from being relevant to the story. Something that ties all pirates together, something that all pirates know, something that cannot be erased from history. Just like the poneglyphs, just like the Willa D. Just like the Davy Back fight. Something that always remains. The world got reset like twice. In the first world got reset, and then the second world got reset. But they just can't get rid of something that they're trying to get rid of. And it keeps coming back. Whether it has to be through books, through music, through art, through drawings. I'm pretty sure in the lyrics, I'm pretty sure there are actual hints of like continue to fucking hell. Following the sea breeze, riding the waves, far across the sea depths, merry evening sun. The birds sing as they draw circles in the sky. Farewell to the harbor, to my old hometown. Let's all sing out with the dawn as the ship sets sail. Waves of gold and silver dissolve to solid spray as we all set sail to the ends of sea. Going to deliver big sake. We're all pirates sailing through the sea. The waves are our pillows. The ship our roost. The ship our roost. Flying the proud skull of the flags of our sails. Pirate song, yeah. Now comes a storm through the far off sky. Now the waves are dancing, beat upon the drums. Say what now? The waves are dancing? Beat upon the drums? Who was doing that in the previous arc? You can take this, just this sentence, you can take that either very literally, just people or very figuratively, like the drums, people dancing, or the literal waves bouncing and dancing through the drums of liberation. If you lose your nerve, this breath could be your last, but if you just hold on, the morning sun will rise. Going to deliver bring sake. Oh, we are pirates sailing through the sea, the waves billows, la 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 la, flying through la la la. Now comes a storm far off sky. Wait. It's scrolled back up. Today and tomorrow, our dreams through the night. Wait, go to deliver big sake. Today and tomorrow, our dreams through the night. Waving our goodbyes, we'll never meet again. I just had fucking goosebumps. Like, no, I just felt just chills going down my spine reading that. We'll never meet again. Fuck. Most songs seem so around ships that are ghost ships or haunted. Big sake event attacking ships. Big Mom after eating cake and her homie. With Big Mom, I mean, the whole. I cannot talk. What is going on with me? The entirety of Whole Cake Island was sort of Disney themed. But when it comes to, I mean, music is definitely relevant in One Piece, but I don't think Big Mom has that, like, she's not a candidate for the One Piece, so I don't think the music part would apply to her, as much as she likes singing and stuff. I think Library of Horror had a video that, no, I think I watched that a while ago. I thought it was, I was gonna mention it, but I thought it was Grand Line Review, but yeah, it was definitely O'Hara. Wasn't Luffy muttering? No, Luffy straight up quoted. He quoted Big Sake. That was what. Like when after he quoted Pedro for some reason. he quoted Big Sake, and that was the hardest shit ever. Dancing to the, but not. But hold up, waving our goodbyes. We'll never meet again. Just I don't know. Just. Because of the mural, we'll never meet again. Just straight up, again, just saying it. Goosebumps all around my body. When he when he restarted Gear 5. But don't look so down. Tomorrow night, the moon will rise. Going to live a big sake. Let's go. Let's all sing it with the dawn. A song of the waves. Doesn't matter who you are. Someday. Yeah, this is what Luffy said. It doesn't matter who you are, someday you'll just be bones. That's the quote that Luffy said. So, Kaido's like, they'll tell great stories about you, and Luffy was like, nah, it doesn't matter who you are. Someday you'll just be bones, and that was so fucking hard. Wait a minute. Nah, Toei fucked up. Toei fucked up. Oh, what a huge fuck up. This was the perfect opportunity for like a Drums of Liberation and Bing Sake mix. Nah, that would've... What a missed opportunity. Like, imagine Luffy saying that, and then we have a remix of the Drums of Liberation with Bing Sake, and then the fight continues. How come no one figured it out before Gear 5 with a lot of clues? What exactly? Wait, I think there's a fucking tornado forming a couple blocks away. Well, good luck. Man, I thought I was sweating, but no, I just spilled water on me. But just reading this, doesn't matter how much... I'm pretty sure the Japanese community has dissected this to no ends, and there's no shot they would have gotten anything from it without any context clues. The remake has a chance in about... fuck, in about a decade. Today and tomorrow are dreams through the night, waving our goodbyes, we'll never meet again. Don't look so down, for tomorrow night the moon will also rise. Let's all sing it with the dawn, a song of the waves, doesn't matter who you are, someday we'll just be bones. A never ending, never wandering, a funny traveling tale. And this is where Roger's quote comes in. Notice your panel, Bing Sake, Joy Boy. I mean, even though those are hints, I would have made it in such a way that we cannot figure it out without a certain puzzle piece. Like, I remember when Oda revealed his favorite panel, I remember everyone, when they were like, wait, why is that specific? It made no sense, like, because people were like immediately going to like Whitebeard's death panel, Robin's I Wanna Live panel, anything. But Oda chose specifically the campfire scene in Skypiea. And we just didn't understand that at all. I remember people making fun of it. But now after Gear 5, we look back and we're like, okay. Now we know. I mean, Bing Sake was written by Oda. Yeah. And I think this is just the start. The more hints we're gonna get in the future, the more we'll be able to interpret these lines differently. Because this never-ending, ever-wandering, or funny traveling tale that... I think this was first dissected when Roger left. Never skip Skypiea. Man, never skip... never skip fuck. Never skip Long Ring, Long Land. I can't talk. And the people who skip Skypiea are definitely 100% people who skip Long Ring, Long Land. Imagine deciding to start watching One Piece or reading One Piece, and then you hear about that Skypiea and Long Ring, Long Land are just mid. They're not fun. And you just fucking skip them. And then years later, you finally get caught up. You're reading weekly for 6 years. Only to realize, no, those are fucking important. Everything fucking matters. Everything matters in One Piece. Imagine realizing, having to realize you're such a clown. Having to skipping arcs like that. And also, Long Ring Long Land is a fucking amazing arc. At least in the manga. The anime added bullshit games which were not fun. But in the manga, it's fucking hilarious. Amazing arc. Like, Foxy has become relevant to the story. Foxy, of all people. This song also reminds me of Luffy saying, I don't want to go on a boring adventure. Rather, is there a specific line? I mean, I mean, the whole song is essentially a story, and yeah, it does add up why Luffy loves the song so much. Oh, there's exceptional foreskinning. I have to bring it out again. I have to bring it out. Well, yeah, okay, the whole song, exactly. I have to bring it out. The mural. So, regardless of the... Let's ignore the Harley text for a bit. I don't know if I mentioned... If I ever asked? I might have. But this is a thought that I had recently. Do you think Oda drew this when he was... Like, when he was a kid? Not like this specific drawing, but maybe he drew this several times, like over and over again when he was a kid growing up, or like in his teenage years. Because he said that he had the ending of One Piece in mind, like since he was in high school or some shit. And in this chapter, it was said that maybe it's all just a kid's drawing. Who knows? Yeah, the Ripley's. I think that was her name. She said, "Oh, but who knows? Maybe it's just a kid's drawing, and it might actually be referring to Oda himself as a kid." No. This specifically, this right here, is definitely drawn by Oda as an adult. But what I mean is, like, is it possible that Oda has drawn this in the past? As a kid, like as just while you know how it's back in high school, you're bored, listening to the teacher, you're just like doodling on paper, on your book, in your notebook. And Oda was in there just drawing versions of this, like very early versions of this. This definitely is like the end result of adult Oda. But what I wonder is, like, what if he used to draw this as a kid? That's some BS I would do. I mean, right now I'm 31. I'm still doodling my book. Like, I can draw for shit, but I doodle more at work than I write. And I still want to know what Frankie was hiding. I wonder if there's already been art pieces made out of this. This one's dope. I would love to have the mural like in the back. Imagine One Piece is Oda's Vicky the Viking childhood fanfiction. Could be. I mean, I remember Vicky the Viking being on TV, but I never watched it. It's not about doodling, but to make context out of it, it's hard. I mean, does he have to? Because he definitely had the ending of One Piece in his mind way back in high school. Like he had a vision. It doesn't have to be as, like, it most likely was not as refined as it is right now as an adult. But he had a vision. And someone as artistic as Oda, he definitely would have been able to draw a version of this. Like imagination? I don't think so. Like Oda could, back then, he could have straight up just drew this. A version of this. Like, not, it doesn't have to be the exact same as this. But he could have drawn this. I like, or I don't know, how do I, damn, it's so hard to explain. But he could have drawn this and like created the story based on what is on paper. Based on what he drew. Like, what if he drew this as the, I mean, it's very far-fetched. It's very far-fetched. But what if he drew this as the prototype for One Piece? As like the blueprints for One Piece? I know it's very, very far-fetched, but I just can't help but think that he drew this very, very early on. And just imagine drawing this. If that's the case, imagine drawing this and now releasing it for, like, what, 25 years? If not longer? 30 years? Now, well, also in terms of SBS questions, I wonder how many people have sent him questions related to the mural. There must have been hundreds, if not more. And Oda just like decides to ignore them. It's like, nah, fuck you. You're gonna have to wait. I can see it, but he did say that he has an idea of a large. Yeah, and that's, yeah, exactly. And that is right here. That is the supposed large war that's gonna happen in the future. Doesn't pick until the time, yeah. And Lorna, you have some facts about world genitalia. Yeah, Vegapunk being from, or Vegapunk's cousin or whatever being from Vegapants. Or from Pants Hazard. Yeah, World Cup, exactly. Man. Been streaming for 2 hours. It's pretty long, to be honest. Also, we were talking earlier about the God Valley incident, whether Oda is gonna show it or not in full. Just how long? How long is the Void Century flashback gonna be? Like, that shit has to be like, what, 20, 30 chapters? Because that would be like the whole life of Joy Boy. We're having another stream? Not this weekend, no. because tomorrow I'm going to a bachelor's party to one of my best friends. I'm gone. I won't be back until like Sunday afternoon. Like the reason why I did the Saturday streams the last 2 times is because I did very late streams for One Piece and I was not able to like dissect the chapters. But right now I've done plenty of dissecting. And I mean, I don't know if Oda has it in him to do flashback that long. Because the Oden flashback was already pushing it with how long it was. I mean, not for me, of course. I fucking loved every moment of it. The Kuma flashback was amazing. This Rocks flashback looks like it's gonna be pretty long. Why am I saying Rocks? It's Loki and Harold. For the flashback, what? Rocks or the Void Century? Because Void Century had that. Nah, Void Century has to be at minimum 15. The bare fucking minimum. And also, are we ever gonna get like flashback of the first world? Because that's even more insane. Sure, let's say it's yeah, I mean, Rox is kind of stolen the show. I mean, Loki's gonna get his shine afterwards. Man, this is tricky. Because with Mural, Oda just straight up introduced like a whole new era before the Void Century. Like, are we gonna get a flashback of that? And like, if we do, like, who are we even gonna follow? Like, we don't have a single name who's like involved with that era. The oldest character we know is Joy Boy. Emu. That's all. I mean, if Emu is that old, then yeah, then we might get a first world flashback with Emu. That's all. Yeah, that's. I mean, their flashbacks might be intertwined, like starting with Emu, following with Joy Boy, see how they. I mean, they're definitely linked together somehow. And so this theory has definitely 100% been mentioned, but it just popped up in my mind again. I'm not expecting any flashbacks of Void Century and First World. It's no, we're definitely gonna get those. 100. Like it doesn't have to go like fully in depth. Like for Joy Boy, you can like make another One Piece story. So, but you remember like the pacing of the Oden flashback of like the final journey of Roger? Imagine that pace, but then slow it by like 3 times. Prequel? Nah, that's too much for Oda. I think Oda just wants to rest after One Piece finishes. But hear me out. So, reading the Big Sake lyrics, One Piece might just be sake that's like ripening in Laugh Tale. And Emu is going out of his way to the depths, to the ends of the earth, committing genocides, killing people left and right, erasing history, just to be able to taste the best sake ever. Oof. And I need to beg you for that one. He said he wanted to travel. I mean, can you blame him? Man. No, that was a joke. I'm not gonna bang you. No, I meant and more like I was like don't insult One Piece like that. Like do not put One Piece in the same sentence as it's fucking Boruto. So you say that one Boruto is at its peak right now? I mean, Boruto fans have been saying that every single time. But here's the truth. Oh, only Boruto. Okay. Boruto is a trust fund manga. Boruto as a kid is a trust fund kid. Boruto as a manga is a trust fund manga. Boruto would not be this successful if it didn't have Naruto as a precursor. Boruto has only hit my radar like 3 times. First time, and every single time it involved Naruto or Sasuke. And that one time when Kurama died. Nepo Baby Mom, yeah, exactly, literally, yeah. I gave it I was a huge Naruto fan. So when I learned about Boruto coming out, I was like, oh fuck yeah, I'll read Boruto. And then the movie came out, and I watched it, and I liked the movie. And then the manga came out, and then it was just the movie in manga version. And I got so fucking pissed that I just quit. I stopped reading. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna be disrespected like that. And it was monthly. So like 4 or 5 chapters came out monthly that were focused on a movie that I already saw. But man, the drawings of Boruto, they look so soulless. Like there's no life in it. The designs, like it's overly edgy. I see them on Twitter. I don't even remember when. Actually, yeah, it was on Twitter. Back when it was on Twitter, yeah, that's where they were mad. They were hella annoying. I think Blue Vortex came out around the same time as Gear 5. Or Gear 5 in the anime. And they were trying so hard to like shit on One Piece, saying that they stand no chance because Boruto's gonna take over now because of Blue Vortex. I mean, the early villain designs of Boruto were fine, but whatever this is, hold up. Whatever the fuck this is. Look at this. It's straight up made Frieza. It's drawn like it looks empty. It looks still bland. Like, just look at it. It's so, man. Later? Like, even these shinobi, they look... I mean, it's obvious that it's not Kishimoto drawing them. So we have, oh yeah, this dude. The design of this dude, I don't like either at all. Like, I don't know what he's trying to do with like those weird looking cloaks. Why is it so pixelated? It's Ikimoto. Yo, yeah, I know. It, like he's kind of sus when it comes to younger characters. Wildvine? Who's that? Like, I don't understand. Like, what does Ikemoto have against making characters show emotion? They all have that same boring look in their eyes. They look so bored, all of them. Minato one shot? I don't remember, honestly. What the? Is that it? That straight up looks like Hinata creating a Biju bomb. Okay, with this dude. I mean, the design is just ass. But no, I don't remember if I've read the Minato one shot. Like, it depends. If it came after Naruto, then I haven't read it. But if it came out while Naruto was still going on, then yeah, I've definitely read it. Wait, what? Wait, that was actually... I was joking! Okay, so that was not Hinata, but that was Himomari? His new... What? When? Okay, I've definitely missed that. Okay, that's wild. So they did... So he essentially just did Naruto dirty. Like, crazy dirty. Wow, oh, fucking hell. So I was not far off at all. I just thought she looked like Hinata, but no, that's actually Hinata's daughter. Yeah, I really hope, whatever this is, I really hope this doesn't happen to One Piece. Like, when One Piece ends, just let it die. Let it die gracefully. But it's Shonen Jump we're dealing with, so... Alright. I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna go take a shower. Then I'm gonna pack my bag for tomorrow. And then I might stream on Twitch after that, playing some Ark Survival. So if anyone's interested, make sure to drop a follow. Oh, I misspelled Twitch. It's Twitch with a H. Okay, so Naruto had to control Kurama and figure out a Rasengan to use Biju Bomb, but she can do it right away after she got to know Kurama. Oh, one of those. Okay, yeah, one of those. I mean, you can do that You can do that, but it has to be done right. Like Naruto really struggled with it because him and Kurama were not like on great terms, so he was not able to use like the full chakra of Kurama. Because he tried to use it with just regular chakra and it was like way too heavy to maintain. But yeah, I mean, this is how you kill a story. I mean, or a franchise in general. I mean, Star Wars, Marvel, they're all getting the same treatment. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna go pack my bags. Then I might stream on Twitch after that, so we can, if you guys are up for it, we can continue chatting some more there about One Piece. While I try to struggle and build a base. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here. You guys have a good one. Thank you for joining. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe. I'll see you later. Peace out.